What's going on, guys? This is Mike. This is my kind of first, on the mic video in quite a while. Sorry if you've been looking forward to it. I highly doubt MD has, but this is just my kind of. I'm going to do a wee reaction, or if you can, reaction, video on the release of the trailer for Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes. Just a few points that I'm going to kind of give my opinion on and how I feel about the game. Sorry, I've got a really sore throat today. I don't even know why I'm doing this video, but hey, yeah, I mean, I've got a few things that I want to talk about and what my opinion of the game is. Am I excited for it? And whether or not I think it will be a good game. So we'll kind of dive in here. First is, I always say, my initial reaction. Believe it or not, I didn't actually know that the trailer had come out. I think I watched it. What day is this? This is Monday, so I watched it on Saturday night, and I was blown away. I just could not believe that what I was watching was actual gameplay. I mean, Kojima always promised that the Fox engine was going to be something revolutionary, and it is. I mean, I don't think I've seen anything like that so far. I mean, obviously games, there's not been a solid console game of Metal Gear since 2008, so it is a massive, massive doesn't describe it. It is, I don't know what the word to describe it is, but it's an amazing improvement. I thought I was actually watching a movie. I mean, that's what Metal Gear kind of has gone the kind of route of these past few years. It's been kind of getting a lot of cinematic stuff, but the detail and everything, the lighting, the detail in the rain, the ground, the whole aspect of the game just looked amazing. I'm going to continue on with graphics again. I was very surprised that again, I've already talked about the detail, but just how good and how real it looked. It looks like, again, as if it was happening right in front of you. I was amazing. I was surprised at the way Big Boss looked. I thought they were going to tweak it a little bit more towards them still being a bit young, and then when he pulls off the night vision goggles and he looks exactly like he looked in MGS4 when he appears in the graveyard. It's basically just exactly the same, obviously a little bit better, but it's the same face. So yeah, I think it looks really good. Obviously, being that it's just a trailer, to me it can only get better, so hopefully it does get a little bit. I'd like to see a little bit more kind of tweak, because I do this, I notice things in trailers that I think could be better. I think the only thing I kind of noticed about the trailer was that it's pouring of rain, it's muddy, snakes crawling on the ground, but when he gets up his suit's not even damaged, or muddy or anything. So, but obviously I'm just picking off the wee things, I'm just like that, we kind of detail Nazi. Characters now, the only kind of three confirmed, or I think it's four actually, four I think, is you've got Kaz on the radio, you've got obviously Big Boss, you've got Chico in the cage, and you've got Paz, who is not seen, but it's been like in the text it's confirmed that she's in captivity and so on. The only thing obviously everyone's kind of wanting to know at the moment is the bald guy, the villain, I assume is the villain, who's got the extremely disfigured face. Now, when I was watching that, I was trying to count in my head. I was trying to think who this could be, and I had a few ideas, and I kind of shot them down because I thought, yeah, he's dead, he's well dead, he's not going to come back. So I definitely think that it's a brand new villain. I don't think it's somebody who's been in a previous game, but Kojima's got a habit of just basically fucking with you and making you think that it's somebody else, and it is someone that's already been in a previous game. But hopefully we'll see a bunch of new, obviously new characters, but we'll hopefully see a bunch of ones from Portable Ops, or maybe even Peace Walk, or maybe even MGS3 come back, because that would be really good. I'm going to go on now about the setting. Obviously what you see looks like it's a camp. I can't really remember the name of the camp, but it's just a big prison camp, and it looks immense. But obviously, I was saying earlier on about the lighting, it looks like a really intense thing. You have to basically obviously infiltrate this place, and it looks like it's so hard. because obviously there's searchlights, there's thunder and lightning, which can give you position away if you move at the wrong time. So I think what Kojima's done is brilliant. He's basically brought back the intents, because look, you look at the amount of games that Metal Gear Solid's produced, and they're relatively easy to break in. So I think this whole aspect of like the environment can have an effect on the weather, the general aspect of the game. It looks like it'll be really kind of hard, which is good, because again it's kind of gotten to the point where you can go through a Metal Gear Solid game easily enough without getting spotted. Obviously that's the whole point, but again it's supposed to be that it's this hard game. It's a stealth action game, you really have to choose your moments to move, so it looks like they're bringing that back really well. I suppose in a kind of setting, kind of way we could talk about the time period, obviously being that it's a big boss game, you know it's set. I think obviously if it's definitely a prequel to Peace Walker, so it's going to be set at least after 1974. My kind of guess that it's around 1980, probably a bit earlier than that, because obviously I think that in the history of Metal Gear, it's the 80s when Big Boss sets up Outer Heaven, or starts to set up Outer Heaven, and so this will probably be like just before this happens. I was reading on websites that Kojima's basically confirmed that it is a prologue to Metal Gear Solid 5. So I think what we're going to see is, because I was reading up on it again, and Kojima said that he wasn't too happy with MGS4. I don't know if that was a technical standpoint or if it was a story standpoint, but there was always a rumour that he wasn't finished with Solid Snake. He wants to kind of do another Solid Snake game, so if this is the way it's going to be, I think what's going to happen is this will be the final big boss story, and what will happen is you'll see the rise of Solid Snake, obviously, because he's probably been cloned by now. I think he has, yeah. I mean, timeline, he was cloned in the 70s, yeah, so Big Snake is technically alive, he's a child, so I think what will happen is this will show Big Boss's kind of like later years kind of dying off, and he'll become this kind of like the main villain, if you will, in the kind of later series. But you'll see the rise of Snake. Whether or not it'll be a sequel to MGS4, I don't think so. I wouldn't want to really see that. I think I explained this in actually in one of the videos that Jetback's going to put up, hopefully relatively soon, is that Metal Gear Solid 4 was billed as like the final mission of Old Snake or Solid Snake. I really don't want to see a sequel. I'd much rather see a prequel, you know, something that wasn't fully explained in Solid Snake's younger life. But again, there's not really much going to be revealed now. Obviously the main focus is Ground Zeroes. Once Ground Zeroes is out the way, we'll obviously get something from Kojima or Konami stating what Metal Gear Solid 5 will be about. I'm going to have to speak about the console aspect. I was very surprised at seeing that Xbox are getting this, and this is not a fanboy thing. This is basically a technical standpoint. Again, Kojima was always saying that he wasn't happy with the PS3 system. He basically had to take a lot of stuff out because the console couldn't handle it. And if this is supposed to be a technically superior game to 4, why is he going to put it in a I mean, I'm not going to bash the Xbox, right? Xbox is good for online. Technically it's inferior to the PS3, so I'm trying to figure out how he's going to get this immense game, by the looks of it, immense game on a console that hasn't got a Blu-ray drive. I mean, the Blu-ray disc barely held MGS4. If this is again a far superior game, I have no idea how it's going to hold it. I guarantee you, probably like 40 discs or something for the Xbox, but like one disc to load the game into the main menu. I really don't know how he's going to pull it off, but he's a genius at the end of the day. I'll give him his credit. Kojima is he's a brilliant guy. Well, I don't know him personally, but he's a freaking genius. That's my kind of bad point about this is when it showed at the end credits and it showed you Xbox. I kind of felt a bit let down. I always thought that the serious Metal Gear Solid games were going to stay on the PS3. So yeah, that's my kind of downside to it, is that it's on Xbox. But I've got mates on Xbox, so they're looking forward to it. But I think that's the only thing that's going to make the kind of game a little bit kind of meh for me. But I'm assuming that Kojima will make it the PS3. I think they're doing it with Ryzen as well. They're making it the kind of what's what I'm looking for, primary console. It's been built on this, and everything else has been substandard down for the other console, because usually what happens is Xbox get the thing and PSC gets a shitter version. So hopefully I'm right about that. Further good points I would have to say is, obviously I was saying earlier on about how hard it looks. The AI obviously is taking a massive step. It's going to be this really kind of tense game. I think I was actually getting intense watching it. I wasn't even playing. I was sitting kind of thinking, is Snake going to get caught here? So that to me suggests it's an awesome game. Bad points already said. Xbox, I might be wrong. I mean, they might pull it off, but I highly doubt this game will be anything less than 5 discs for Xbox. I really doubt it. One other thing I noticed was in the end credits, the Xbox Live and PSN logos were shown. Now I highly doubt again that it's going to be MGO3, but I said I might get some kind of co-op thing. But the only kind of thing that I would say that removes that thought is that when Snake's climbing the rocks and he says, you know, you have to do this, it's your own mission. And Snake's like, I like my own, what was it he said? I like a little alone time now and then. So it's weird how they put that logo in, but it's been built as a solo sneaking mission. But then again, MGS3 was a sneaking mission, and you got subsistence, you got online, so was 4. So you never know. I mean, live in hope. But anyway, that's my kind of opinion on Ground Zeroes. Obviously, I'll try and kind of add something in if there's a new trailer. I mean, I watched the main one, obviously the like 10-minute long one, plus the extended scenes where it shows Snake, our big boss, like taking out guards, driving a car, flying in a helicopter. Oh, that's another thing, the helicopter. I think that's brilliant how you can do any song that you want. That's going to be so much fun. But yeah, I mean, it looks immense. I'm really looking forward to it. It's the first game in a long time that I cannot wait for it to come out. Rising to me looks good. I will get it because it's a story. It looks like a decent story, but I've not been this psyched for a game in about 4 or 5 years. I'm really looking forward to it. So I'm just going to sign off just now, guys. If you think I missed anything, you think I said anything wrong, again, this is just my opinion. I'm not saying that my opinion is going to sway you into buying the game. I wouldn't let it. But I would definitely say comment below if you think I missed anything. I think that there's something that I said was wrong, or I said it was a hit in the head. But that's me. I'm just going to go and sign off. I'm going to try and nurse this sore throat of mine because it's fucking killing me right now. But I'll see you later.